Welcome back. It is Sunday, December 1st in the NBA. My 6 best bets are on the way. If you are new, my name's Austin from Calling Our Shot. Thank you for tuning in. As always, we begin the video recapping how we did yesterday. A solid 2-1 day for us, turning it into a 6-1 run so far the last 2 days. So hopefully continue that today. Our winners, we had day 4 of the ladder challenge. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. Shout out Colin Sexton and John Collins for clutching up. Paul George is under in points, another sweat-free winner. Glad he suited up. And then the Hawks and Hornets over 226.5. I, like Logan, really like that pick. The second and third quarter really nuked us. I mean, they went 3.5 minutes without a single point on the board. I don't know if I've ever seen that, but hey, either way, a 2-1 day. That was only a half unit play. We certainly will take that. A 6-1 run. Let's continue that today. We had 6 plays. I'll dive into each of them in just one moment. I do want to talk about a couple things. Number one, bunch of NFL videos live on Sunday. We have a couple videos. I have 2-unit plays today. I encourage you to go check that out in the NFL. Those 2 videos were posted yesterday. Go check them out. I'll link them down below at the top of the description. Like I said, 2-unit plays. You guys know I don't do 2-unit plays too often. I really like a couple NFL plays, plus a bunch of other 1-unit plays. And my second note is this is a Sunday. It is the beginning of December. And I normally at the beginning of the month, I want to give people some DubClub offers and trials. Right now, only for this video. I promise I won't do it for probably another video for maybe another month. 30-day free trial to join the DubClub. I'm probably losing money on giving out a 30-day free trial, but normally the price is only $5.99 a month. It's not like it's like $60 like some people charge you. That's where you get all my plays early. I want you guys to join the community, if I'm being honest. If you don't like it, you can obviously cancel it. It's a 30-day free trial. You have all of December to test it out. I'm not going to promote this tomorrow. It's only for the Sunday NBA video. Sundays normally our least viewed video. So if you're watching this, I appreciate it. If you haven't joined the DubClub, which gives you access to our Discord, I encourage you to do so. We were all sweating out those Jazz players last night. It was a lot of fun to celebrate. So again, 30-day free trial, the whole month of December for free. I encourage you to check it out. Top link in description. Join the DubClub, join the community, and I'll see you guys in there. Like I said, you get all the plays early, including the ladder challenge, which we'll talk about at the end of the video. But you guys came here for some NBA picks. No more of that DubClub hooting and hollering. First pick of the day, Donovan Mitchell. Give me his over 25.5 points, -105 on DraftKings. Now, I'll be honest. If you needed my best bet of the day, it's probably here. And the reason I'm not doing more than 1 unit on it is because there is a good chance Spida finds his way into the ladder challenge later on today when I post it, as I'm probably going to stick in the NBA and not go to the NFL. But I really like Spida. I'd play this up to 27.5. I'd argue he's my favorite play, though, today. Mitchell, if you're just talking about, a game here, he's coming off a game where he sucked. 5 of 23 against the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, woof. I mean, I expect them to bounce back. They've lost 2 in a row to the Hawks. I expect them to bounce back here against the Celtics, and I love this matchup for him. In Mitchell's last 9 games versus Boston, he has averaged 35 a game. He has scored 29 points or more in 8 of 9 games. The one game he didn't hit the over, he actually had 25 points on the hook. He's attempted 20-plus shots in all 9 and scored 35 versus Boston earlier this season on November 19th. Again, this is a game and a matchup that Spida is needed to score the basketball. Not only do you have a potent offense on the other side with the Celtics, who we know can shoot the cover off the basketball, on the same side, the Celtics notoriously stay tight on shooters and force your guards to go off against them. Now, we saw Mitchell in that last game, 35 points on 29 shots against the Celtics. That was a game in which Darius Garland, if you know, he shot 3 for 21. I'm going to be hard-pressed not to put him back in the ladder because, again, this is a matchup the guards have to score. And Mitchell, over this line in 8 of 12 games this season when he shot 18 or more times, over in 35 of 48 last year. Again, it's quite simple. He's going to have to be aggressive against the Celtics. They're going to force Donovan Mitchell to score the basketball. And we look at how Donovan Mitchell scores. 35% of his points per game in the pick and roll, where the Celtics rank 26th, and then another 11% in isolation, where they rank 28th. Their defense is better a little bit in the paint, so I don't expect huge games from Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Instead, look at Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell as the 2 guys that have to carry this offense. So don't be surprised if either or both of those find their way into the ladder. If Darius Garland screws us again because I put him in there and he shoots 3 for 21, what can you do? We move on. But again, I really like Donovan Mitchell's over in points today. I'd make it a bigger than 1 unit play, but I am very confident he finds his way into the ladder. So stay tuned for that. That'll be posted later on. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. Donovan Mitchell, first play. Second play is going to be a guy that's decent. He's really well unknown. So if you've never heard of this guy, I understand, but at least I'll talk about him. Nikola Jokic, over 39.5 points plus rebounds, -115 on DraftKings. Obviously, everyone knows who the Joker is, the 3-time reigning MVP. He's been insane this season. We could see the return of Aaron Gordon tonight. I honestly don't care if AG plays. This is just too good of a matchup for Nikola Jokic here. I looked at the points. I honestly looked at the rebounds too. I really like both of these matchups. So I can't really decide on an individual one. I think both are great. I like them on the road where you're probably going to need Jokic to be a little bit more aggressive. And we've seen this season, Jokic only averaging 29.7 per game points and 13 rebounds, up to 43 basically points plus rebounds. So we need an average game for him to get 40. But all jokes aside, he's over this line at 11 of 14. And that included a 50-point and rebound game versus the Clippers, where he didn't even get 10 rebounds. He had 9 rebounds in that game. On the road, like I said, versus the Clippers, this is a Clippers team that will not double team. They're going to trust Ivica Zubac, who I also think has a decent game. I almost took his overs too, because he's going to have to match Nikola Jokic's minutes. But again, this has just been a matchup. I don't know if Zubac did something to him or if these guys are just friends because they're, European guys. I don't know. But either way, he has taken it and taken it to him. His last 4 games for Zubac, 50, 53, 37, and 48 points plus rebounds. His only under, he shot 9 of 32 in that game. I mean, look, if you told me, hey, Austin, before placing this bet, I will tell you Nikola Jokic is shooting 32 times tonight, I won't be lie to you, I'd probably put 25 units on it. Because if he shoots 32 times, there's probably a 99.999% chance he goes over. The one game he didn't was the game he shot 9 for 32. I mean, look, 25 units is a little extreme, but again, I really like Jokic's matchup tonight. Now, my third and fourth play, actually, we got a bunch of unders incoming. You can't just bet overs. We saw that yesterday. Paul George under, smacked. This one smacking too. Tyrese Haliburton of the Indiana Pacers under 19.5 points, minus 125 on DraftKings. I'm going to be honest, I did the whole write-up, and before I even placed my bet, I was just kind of, I normally wait to place my bet until I post the picks to our DubClub because I don't want lines to change and stuff like that. It was at 18.5. I saw a bump up to 19.5. I was like, sure, I'm in. I'd still play this to 17.5. I really don't like this matchup for him. Haliburton, though, if you've been fading him, you've been absolutely cooked. He's over in 4 straight games. He did so against all at home against the Wizards, Pelicans, Blazers, and Pistons. Now, prove it to me on the road in Memphis. Haliburton this season averaging 22.7 points per game at home, 12.3 points per game on the road. He's under this line in 8 of 10 road games. He has absolutely sucked on the road. Now, some of it's been bad matchups. Some of it's just been he's shooting like 0 for 10 on the road, not making shots. Hey, if he doesn't make shots today, cool, good with us. But if you look at the ways he scores, I like this to fade him against the Grizzlies. Over the last 4 games when we've seen Haliburton go over this line, 50% of his points per game. He scored 102 points. 51 of them exactly have come via the pull-up three-pointer. The Grizzlies allow the 6th fewest pull-up made threes in the NBA. I think the 8th or 9th fewest attempts. So we've seen in his last 3 games against Memphis, he has scored 4, 9, and 17 points. So again, not a great matchup for him. The pull-up jump shots, not really where you beat the Grizzlies. Where you beat them is you pass it out to spot-up shooters. So maybe look for those guys to have pretty good days for the Pacers. Again, I don't like this matchup. I'm going to fade him until he figures it out on the road, and this feels like a good spot to fade him. So I will take his under 19.5 points. Take it down to 17.5. I'm fading him. I think he could have a decent day assist-wise, but I just don't think this is a good spot for him. And he's been shooting the ball too well. Give me a fade here on Tyrese Haliburton under in points. Then my 4th play, we're going to go to another guy that I really like. I like his matchup to score tonight, but not to get the ball to his teammates. That's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander of the Oklahoma City Thunder, under 6.5 assists, another 1-unit play. This was minus 135, so a little bit juicier than what I normally play on DraftKings. I'd play it up to minus 160. You can also same-game parlay him for him to get 20-plus points. I really think he scores points tonight, but not assists. And we've taken the same kind of thing against the Rockets before. We backed SGA to score, and he easily hit the over in points. That was a game he didn't even play in the 4th quarter. But again, I don't like this matchup for him to get to his teammates. SGA on the season averaging right at this line, 6.6 assists per game. He's under this line in about half the games, 10 of 19. He's coming on strong with the assist recently, but largely due to the defenses he's playing. The Lakers, he's been playing teams like the Kings who double number 1 options and stuff like that. Now he gets the Rockets, team that's not going to double team him and a team that stays home on shooters. This season, the Rockets allow the fewest assists per game, even lower at home, ranked 2nd versus spot-up shooters. And earlier this season, we saw SGA 4 assists on 10 potential assists for Houston. Again, not a lot of potential assists in there and only 4 assists. It's been a very common theme for him. In fact, he's under this line in 9 of his last 10 versus the Rockets. Obviously, no Josh Giddey on this team, so the assist chances are going to go up for SGA. But on the road, I don't trust his teammates to knock down shots. And unless he's getting some easy, like, ooh, I got a rebound and someone's leaking out, cherry picking, getting those assists, or the guys just shoot elite from his passes, I just don't see him getting the job done given how tough the Rockets have been. So I'll fade SGA. I like his over in points tonight, and I would honestly consider putting that in the ladder, although I probably will avoid because he's on the road. But I really do like this spot to fade SGA's under in assists at 6.5. Now, typically, I would throw it to Logan for a game pick. He's actually on his way back home from the in-laws to for Thanksgiving. So I got to play. This was not his. I actually really like this play. It's the Magic in Nets under 210. It's a total. We know we don't do game picks for more than a half unit, so sticking it here. I like the spot, though, to fade these two offenses on the road in an earlier start at 3:30. Well, not on the road for both of them, but you know what I mean. A 3:30 start. So a little earlier. Maybe the rhythms are a little bit off here, but I like the under in this game. Now, these two teams just played a few days ago on Friday. 223 total points. You saw the Nets. They made 48% of their threes. The Magic made 51%. Look, if these two teams shoot close to 50% from three, they're going to go over. That doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you that. But again, if the threes aren't falling, I feel pretty good given how slow these teams play. The Nets are dead last in pace. They're the slowest NBA team. The Magic are not very far behind them. They're 26th, fifth slowest. So again, these are two offenses that go pretty slow. And, I just don't see the shots falling tonight. These are two very solid defenses, about middle of the pack in terms of 3-point percentage allowed. So let's hope that regression comes our way. And maybe the shots just aren't falling tonight. Also, the Magic spending an extra night, I assume, in New York. Maybe they're a little distracted. They stay again. I believe they play the New York Knicks on Tuesday. So I think this is a spot we could see some shots not falling. I think Dennis Schroeder might be back. So maybe the Nets offense is a little bit more cohesive. But I'm still not too worried about that. These are two slow playing teams. I really like the under in that game at 210. I'd play it down to probably 207.5. Wouldn't shock me if neither team broke 100 in this game. I mean, they're each going to have to consistently score 25 a quarter to get to this 210. I just don't see that happening. Give me the under at 210. And then my final play of the day will be day 5 of the ladder challenge. If Lamar Jackson didn't screw us Monday, we would be on day 10 right now. But Lamar, it's okay. I'll digress. It will be live later on today. As I said, I'm not doing it in the NFL. We've been really dialed in on the NBA. We've hit 8 straight NBA plays, I believe. So we'll stay there. Like I said, I think I posted to the DubClub. I'm not going to touch any of the early games, right? That is going to be the I forget the first game. I know the Magic are one of them. I forget the other one. Isn't that the Pacers game? Isn't that the Pacers, right? That should be the earlier game. Let me double. Yeah, they're the two early games at 3:30 p.m. I'm not going to touch either of them. So the earliest I will start the ladder is at 6 p.m. So as long as you check back onto YouTube Shorts by 6 p.m., you'll have the ladder challenge in there as a YouTube short. I'll probably aim to get it out around 2 to 3 p.m. So stay tuned for that. It'll be live down below in the pinned comment, and it'll be live obviously on social medias, on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, you name it. It's going to be there, and Facebook, if you want to follow us there. But again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. It will be worth another 1 unit play. It is $160 now. That could be a big chunk of change for your bankroll. So if you want to lower your unit size, or not lower unit size, but maybe not roll it all over, I don't blame you for doing that. But again, it's your guys' money. Let's hopefully double it today. Go to day 5, and then we'll keep things rolling hopefully on Monday. So again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. A reminder, DubClub, if you want to join, test it out, get your feet wet, 30-day free trial. It's the only day I'm going to do it. I'm not even going to talk about it tomorrow. So if you ever want the 30-day free trial, you have to come back to this December 1st video, because the link's still going to be there. So I didn't tell you that. What are we, 13 minutes in? But again, 30-day free trial. Go test it out. Join the community. I hope you guys enjoy it and have fun. If you ever have any recommendations to improve it, let me know, because we're all about improving that community. That's the backbone of the COS community, just like you guys watching these videos. But I digress. I'm done yapping for a while. Good luck on your picks. I'll see you guys later for day 5 of the ladder challenge, and let's have a Sunday. Go check out those NFL videos somewhere on the screen, and go join the DubClub 30-day free trial. Let's have a Sunday. See you in the next one. Peace.